Let's go to Zep, the former Auburn Tiger, now watching his team play in the Final Four again. Zep Jasper with us on the Shannara Hotline. Welcome in, Zep. How are you today?
I'm doing all right. How you guys doing today?
Man, we're doing fantastic. Thanks a lot. Can you walk us through your emotions watching your old coach, your old coaches, all those guys were there when you were there, and your old team play their way into the Final Four Sunday? What did that do for you?
Well, I didn't shed a lot of blood and tears with a couple of those guys on that Auburn team, with a couple of those coaches, the staff, the managers, the fans. My emotions very high right now. Everywhere I go, I'm screaming Auburn because we're the underdogs right now. But I'm just super pumped for BP. With this being his second Final Four at Auburn, making history every single year. I'm just super excited for this team and this journey that they have been on this whole entire year.
Well, we've talked about this a bunch. We were around when Auburn basketball was, I guess we could call it kind of a laughingstock. It was the worst in the SEC. When Bruce Pearl took it over, he completely flipped the script. I mean, from a player's perspective, you've played for a lot of coaches. You played at Charleston for 5 years. What makes Bruce Pearl such a good coach?
BP, he's a motivator. He's one of those guys. He give you energy when you're down. He's gonna lift you up. He's gonna take you into a whole nother level. He's one of those guys. I would run through a brick wall for BP, because just the emotions, the effort he puts in as a coach. Being a coach like him, is incredible. Like I said, because he gives you so much energy. You see 1 through 15 guys. All he does is make his players play hard every single night to hit the court, every single practice, even in the film room, every single thing he does, he makes you go 110% in every single thing he does.
Yeah, I'm interested though when you think back to the first time you met Janai Broom. Did you know he would grow into this guy to being this big of a beast on the court?
My first time meeting Janai actually in person, um, I thought he would be great. Coming into the SEC, his practice is different than the OVC, but I knew he would be great. Being around the coaching staff we have, the development we bring in, um, I just knew it was a matter of time. And what he's been showing this year, he's the best college basketball player out, without a doubt. He's the reason he's gonna go down as one of the best in Auburn history. Matter of fact, he's gonna be the best player to ever come through Auburn, without a doubt.
There's been some pretty good players come through Auburn there.
Charles Barkley?
Charles Barkley was on the show earlier this week. That's a big statement.
That's a big statement. But as we talk about championships, I don't think Charles Barkley won a championship. That's my guy. But if Janai Broome wins the championship, he have no question but to be the Mount Rushmore of Auburn
Okay.
basketball.
I'll
think-
give you Mount
No,
Rushmore of Auburn basketball.
no, I
yes.
think we agree with Zep.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about this Janai. I mean, especially if they close the deal, Zep. I mean, if they win the national championship, I don't think there's any denying that Janai Broom is the best Auburn Tiger of all time.
Oh, no doubt. It's no denying. If he win the championship, build him a statue. They might as well get ready to build a statue. They might as well name a street the Broom Street. Because I tell you this now, if he wins a national championship, I'm just saying it right now. Y'all gonna be the first person to hear me say this. It's gonna be a street called Broom Street.
I like that. You take a left on Broome Street to go over there by Neville Arena.
And ironically, somebody's going to have to sweep
That's
Broom
right.
Street.
Yeah,
That's right.
Broom Way maybe,
Broom
Broom
Way?
Avenue, Broom Street, Broom
Broom Street?
Drive. Oh, Broom Drive. In basketball, you drive to the goal.
Yes.
Broom Drive may be the way to go.
Hey, the other guy besides Janai that you played with.
Oh, wait, you can go way too. The Parkways, Ways, Broom's Way,
Broom's Way.
Broom Way
Okay.
instead of a road.
All right.
You also played with Dylan Cardwell, and he's I mean, first of all, he's a massive dude, but watching him play, the effort, and wasn't a huge contributor when you guys played a couple of years ago, but his development and being another one of those bigs that he just seems like an all-out effort guy.
He gives 100%, 110% every single night. He's one of those guys that don't show in the stat sheet, but the effort he brings every night, the intensity he brings every night. You look at him, he guard 1 through 5. You can't name a big man in the country that can do what he does right now without scoring the basketball. He rebounds, he blocks shots, he run the floor, he sets screens. He sets hockey assists. He just does the little things. Look at his plus minus. And another good thing about having Dylan Cardwell, having Janai at the 4, and having Dylan Cardwell at the 5, having Dylan play against the best bigs, while Janai takes the back seat and guard the 4 man. So it's a gift and a curse at the same time. But Dylan has been extremely great for the team this year.
I'm interested on the Florida game back on February 8th, what you thought of that ended the 14-game win streak. And as a former player, how does that play into a rematch type situation? Do you like the fact that maybe Auburn lost that game and got a free look at Florida's best punch? Tell me how you think about that February 8th game, how it could impact on Saturday's game.
Well, that February 8th game was, it was a tough game. Coming on a 14-game winning streak. Florida's a great team. Have great big man. They got like 4 or 5 big men they can throw at Janai. I just think it was one of those games that we got wore down. They threw big man at Janai. The length affected us a little bit, but they made shots. We all know Walter Clayton is one of the best guards in the country. Matter of fact, he probably is the best guard in the country as we're speaking. But I just think it was I think it was good that we lost that game because now we get to see him. And I don't believe no team can beat Auburn 2 times in a row. I don't care what the analytics say. We're underdogs, but I just can't see it. A team beating Auburn twice. It's no way.
Zep Jasper is with us, former Auburn guard. You can see him with Kyle Rush, thebarnauburn.com, part of the Auburn Basketball podcast there with Kyle. Zep joins him frequently. You can see that at thebarnauburn.com or go to the Barn Auburn YouTube page. How do you think Auburn defends him, Zep, when you look at what Auburn did the last time against Clayton and now that he might be the best player playing in the tournament? What does Auburn throw at him, do you think?
Well, Walter Clayton is going to get his shots. He's going to make his shots. It's just about us shutting those other guys down, making guys who don't do much try to do as much as they can. We all know they have great bigs, but Elijah Martin having him score under his balance, having Hall score under his balance. I just think make guys score. But we all know Walter Clayton is going to get his. It's just he turns it on when he wants to turn it on. As we all know, he scores the basketball when it counts. In this tournament, he has scored in every single team. But the one thing I can say is Auburn guards play defense. We get in your chest. We guard you full court pressure. I just think with BP and his mindset, I think we will have a better strategy than what we had the first game.
Okay. Zep Jasper, enjoy the game, Zep. We appreciate the time, and thanks for helping us break it down a little bit.
Oh, no doubt. Thank y'all.
All right, buddy. Take care. Zep Jasper with us on the Shannara Trial Attorneys Hotline. Alexander Shannara Trial Attorneys. They bring you the hotline. The Shannara Hotline brought you Zep Jasper.